Well, Austin, they sat on the tarmac for hours, many having to scramble for accommodations afterwards or risk sleeping on the ground at the Costa Rica airport after the nightmare travel experience. And for one family, it was a chance to get away after a busy year, a trip they had planned for months. This family of four saving up for a special holiday in the sun in Costa Rica, paired with adventure, but never expecting the turbulent experience of trying to get home.
He's a neurosurgeon. I'm a nurse practitioner. We don't get away very often to go on vacation. So for us, it was a big deal.
What started as a routine boarding experience on their WestJet flight quickly went sideways.
The pilot informed us that there was a delay due to his exact words were a passport verification issue of one of the crew. And we sat on the tarmac for 2 hours to wait for that to resolve.
Adam Sachs says during that delay, it was one thing after another. First, the issue with the passport verification of a staff member, then this.
There's debris on the runway, and we have to wait for that debris to be cleared. We don't know how long that will be. In a bizarre twist, some customs agents or police entered the airplane and informed us that they had to search rows 12 to 14 for security reasons.
Exasperated and exhausted, the family was upset when the pilot then came on with a message.
My duty hours are over, and I'm afraid that we're not flying tonight. You have to exit the plane, go through customs, and you will be greeted by a WestJet employee.
But Sachs says when they got off the plane, they couldn't find a representative. They also couldn't find a nearby hotel and ended up spending $1,500 a night to stay at a resort an hour and a half away from the airport as the airline rebooked their flight for the next day.
Take notes, record announcements with your phone. And once you have come back to Canada, if you incurred expenses, you can claim to the airline and ask them for details.
The family was rebooked on a flight to Toronto the day after their original flight, but the second leg of their trip to Ottawa not until Monday night, causing a further delay. Now, WestJet reaching out a few minutes ago and apologizing for those disruptions and saying the flight was initially delayed because of an issue with customs and that they added another flight this evening to help passengers, which the Sachs are currently on, but they are being asked to be reimbursed for the hotel they were forced to pay for, and they're hopeful they will be able to find a flight back to Ottawa before tomorrow, because right now they are on their way to Toronto, and their other flight after Toronto isn't until Monday night back to Ottawa, so they want to be reimbursed if they have to stay that night in Toronto for their hotel. Austin.
An absolute headache for everyone involved. CTV's Natalie Van Rooy reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Natalie.